In order to start lining up your dish so that you know that you're on the right satellite, you'll hit the menu button on your remote, which brings you up to this main menu. If you look, there's number 6, System Setup. And then if you go over here to number 1, Installation. And then number 1 again over here for point dish signal. You can see that now we see there's the peak angles, check switch. It's highlighted right now in cancel. You'll see the transponder and then the satellite. As far as the transponder goes, you want it to be on transponder 11. And the satellites that we're looking for are satellites 110 and 119. And you can just scroll up and down using your remote to change those. And now we'll go outside and try to line up the dish. So here's our 2 lines. The white one goes up to the LNB. The black one goes up to the receiver. You need to make sure that the receiver is connected to power and that the black line, or your line coming out here, is also connected to the satellite in on the receiver itself. We're going to be using a satellite finder. Here, there's just a couple of things that you got to make sure that you get correct. There's 2 sides to it, one for each line. One says to LNB, one says to receiver. So we just make sure that we connect the one that goes to the LNB, or the dish, to the LNB side, and then the receiver to the receiver. One word of caution with these satellite finders: there are many satellites in the sky, and this won't tell you which one you're finding. It will let you know that you found a signal, but it won't let you know which satellite you found. We're only looking for 2 of many in the sky. Once you have this on, then you can go ahead and kick this up just a little bit. You want to make sure you got some sound there, so you know that you've got a signal going through, or it can read it. And then as we go ahead and start turning this dish, you'll hear, there it goes, it found something. And as we find something, we can turn this down and actually see if we can't get it higher. Oh, we lost it. So that's a signal. We don't know from what satellite yet, but we know that it is from a satellite. Inside, we're on satellite 110, transponder 11, but we're not getting anything on the bottom. It says not locked. So we're going to run right back outside again and get to the next one, or find the next satellite to see if that's the one. So I just turned this knob down. There's a dB knob down at the bottom, and we've already found a satellite. So you'll hear as I turn it up, there's the sound. But what I'm going to do is turn it back up, and we'll move it till we find the next satellite with the sound, and then we'll go check it in there on the screen. There's the next one right there. The next satellite that we did find was the right satellite. Locked EchoStar 119, and we do have a 110 up at the top. So once we get this far, we come over here to the check switch and hit the check switch. And then it's going to come over here and we go to test, to test it to make sure that we've got both of the satellites. So we're looking for both satellite 110 and 119. This is another one of the common problems that happens. We did find a satellite. It was satellite 110. But we didn't find both. So it says that we have fewer satellites than we have previously detected. You can save it. If you save it, you will see which satellite you did find and which one you did not find. But this also just gives us another opportunity to cancel out of that, cancel back, come over, and then try the next satellite that's out there, because we didn't find one of the satellites. This is a properly aligned satellite. You can see it is backwards a little bit to what you would think. Satellite 110 actually gets aligned with the eye on the right if you're standing behind the dish, and 119 gets aligned with the eye that's on the left. If these aren't aligned correctly like this, you won't get both satellites. When you're only getting one satellite, the reason is because you're aligning the satellite with the wrong eye of the dish. As you can see here in this diagram, satellite 110 is actually aligning with the eye on the left, which leaves satellite 119 not hitting anything. That's why we come in and check do the check switch to make sure that we have both satellites. This is another diagram showing how you can miss satellite 110 and still get satellite 119. We got the satellite reception verified, if you see on the status, and we have both 110 and 119, and the polarities all are taken care of there. So now we are able to go ahead and watch TV. The satellite dish is properly aligned. Cancel out of that. Then we'll cancel out of the point dish, and if you just press the 0 button a couple of more times, it will come back to this acquiring satellite signal that we started with, and that progress should start going from 0 on up.